So there's a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace right now, and who can blame anybody? I wanted to do a short video kind of as my interpretation of what I'm seeing on the market and how I am thinking about these things. If it's useful to you, then great. I've taken time to formulate what my thoughts are on this, so I'm going to share them in this video. I pulled the stats for year-to-date for 2019, and I'm comparing them against year-to-date for 2020 for Sandy Springs, single-family detached real estate. I chose Sandy Springs, Georgia because it is a pretty good indicator for other major metro Atlanta areas. And if I have a client or somebody that's watching this video that would like a more exact, detailed search on their specific location, please reach out to me in the comments or message me directly or send me an email. I'd be happy to follow up with you, no charge. One thing that we look at is we look at new listings coming on the market and how quickly those go to pending status. Pending means that they're going to be moving towards closing. In 2020, we were blessed with a very early spring marketplace, but of course we are dealing with a non-normal circumstance with coronavirus. How does that compare to last year? Well, in 2019, year to date, there were 180 listings that have come on the market, single-family detached properties in Sandy Springs, Georgia, compared to 2020, only 138. So that means new listings are down about 20%. Pending sales for 2019 year to date was 108, where 2020 we're looking at 86. But this isn't a problem with the marketplace, it's a problem with buyer and seller fear. There are less people that are putting their property on the market because they've got fear about how are they going to set up their showings, is it safe to do so? Buyers, is it safe to go out looking at property? And if they say yes, then they're right. If they say no, they're right. There's a lot of uncertainty. That's what the definition of uncertainty is. But here's the thing. Year to date, days on market until sale for 2019 is the same as it is for 2020, 57 days. That hasn't changed. So if you're listing your property on the market, you're looking at a similar market scenario as you did in 2019. Another thing that I'd like to point to is the average sales price. Average sales price year to date for Sandy Springs was $596,000, right? That's pretty good. Well, year to date for Sandy Springs in 2020 is $647,000. That's an increase in the equity of your home by around 8%, which is above the national average. So what does this mean? It means that if you think it's a good time for you to list your property and put it on the market, it is. If you've got a strong listing agent that's going to be representing you and not fall sucker to a buyer's agent that's going to make the claim that, well, it's harder to get a buyer to come in on the property, that hasn't been proven yet. If you're a buyer and you're thinking about purchasing your property, now's a great opportunity to do so. Not only if you have between a 640 and a 750 credit score, are you going to get an interest rate somewhere between 3 and 4%, which is a phenomenally cheap interest rate for borrowing money. But you also have potentially further negotiating leverage with a seller that might be scared that they may not sell their property. It's food for thought. I understand that I'm playing both sides of that coin, but the situation with whether you're selling a property or whether you're buying a property is the same. It really just boils down to making sure that you have a good, competent professional that's representing you. So if you're interested and you would like to find out more about what's going on with your particular scenario, please feel free to reach out to me and I'm going to be happy to help. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope this was useful to you. Bye.